Good morning and Sairam to all the students. Welcome back in your English online class. So students, in our last session we had covered our topic pronoun and we were on the kinds of pronoun. So today in this session we will finish our kinds of pronouns. So today kinds of pronouns part 2. Already we had covered 3 types. Now we will cover our rest of 3 types. So the first, or we can say the fourth type, is interrogative pronoun. As everybody knows, interrogative means asking a question. We already know about the interrogative sentences in which we ask the question, or generally it is starting with the what, where, how, these kind of words. So today we are going to understand what is interrogative pronoun. As I have already taught you about pronoun, again I am telling you the definition, a simple definition of pronoun. That pronoun is something which we use in place of noun. Example of pronouns are she, he, it, they, us, and many. So interrogative pronoun. We use interrogative pronoun to ask question. The interrogative pronoun represent the thing that we don't know, what we are asking the question about. There are 4 main interrogative pronouns: who, as I told you also, whom, what, which. Okay, so there are 4 main types of interrogative pronoun: who, whom, what, which. And here also we use the interrogative pronoun as the subject and object. Okay, so basically what we are doing, we are using these interrogative pronouns to ask question. Okay, the possessive pronoun whose can also be an interrogative pronoun. Okay, the possessive pronoun whose can also be an interrogative pronoun. Here I am underlining this. So let's see some example, like who told you. Here the answer may be John told me, Rita told me. So here who, here we are asking a question about the subject, that who told you. John told me. Whom did you tell? I told Mary. Here object. So as in the chart it is already given. See the chart again. For subject we use who, for object we use whom. Subject who and object whom when we are talking about a person. I am enlarging this chart here. So when we are talking about person, so subject who, object whom. When we are talking about thing, a non-living object, then it will come what generally. Sometime with person and thing we can also use which and when we show the possession, then it will come whose. What will come? Whose. So now see the example again. Here first 2 example I have already told you. Now third one, what's happened? An accident happened. So here we are talking about subject, so we'll use what's happened. So basically what you have to learn, for interrogative, first thing we use question mark as it is very compulsory. Second thing we use whose, what, whom, these kinds of whom, whose, what, who, these kinds of word we use in interrogative pronoun. Now the fifth pronoun is relative pronoun. Number fifth is relative pronoun. Now simple definition. A relative pronoun is a pronoun that introduces a relative clause. It is called relative pronoun because it relates the word that is modified. There are 5 relative pronouns: who, whom, whose, which, that. Who, whom, whose, which, that. Don't make any confusion. Yes, whom is also a interrogative pronoun and who is also a relative pronoun, but in interrogative we ask question, here we show relative or we relate with something. So there is a difference, but the word is same. So here who and whom are generally only for two people. Whose show the possession, which for thing, that can be used for people, and things can be for subject. Okay, so relative pronoun can refer to singular or plural, and there is no difference between male and female. With example, see, there we are using who, whom with a question mark and asking the question, but here we are relating it. It shows the relation. So the person, now you can see here, the person who phoned me last night. Here we are trying to combine or telling the relation, that person, that we are talking about, that person who phoned me last night is my teacher. So here we are not asking any question, that's why this is a relative pronoun, not a interrogative pronoun. The car which hit me yet was yellow. Now here which we use for non-living thing, as I told you, and here we are telling about a car. That car was in yellow in color, which hit that person. The person whom I phoned last night is my teacher, and the car whose driver jumped out before the accident was completely destroyed. So here we are relating the things with subjects and object, and in interrogative pronoun we are asking the question by using the same word who, whom, whose. But here, and one more thing, if you observe, in interrogative pronoun generally the sentence start with the question word, like what, whom, whose, and here these words are in the middle of the sentence. Okay, these words are in the middle of the sentence. Now the sixth kind of pronoun is indefinite pronoun. What is the sixth kind of pronoun? Yes, it is an indefinite pronoun. Now see a definition. An indefinite pronoun does not refer to any specific person, thing or amount. It is vague and not definite. Some typical indefinite pronouns are, now you can see the list of indefinite pronoun. I have given you a table where the singular and plural both are given. Let's talk about first singular. Here singular indefinite pronoun: another, anybody, anyone. See, another, anybody, anyone, anything, each, either, everybody, everyone, everything, much, neither, nobody, no one, nothing, one, somebody, someone, something. So these are the examples of the indefinite pronoun for singular. You can learn this table. Now for plural we use both, few, many, other, several. All, any, most, none, and some can be used with the singular or plural depending on the phrase that follows them. Okay, so here is a list of some words. which we use with singular and plural, and bottom there are some words in the red color which either we can use with plural or singular. Okay, so you can learn these words. And what are these? These are the indefinite pronouns. What are these? Indefinite pronouns. Now, many indefinite pronouns also function as other part of speech, like another in the following set. You can see he has one job in the day and another at night. Now here another is a pronoun. Okay, here another is a pronoun. I like another drink, please. But here another is a adjective. So when I have already taught you the adjective chapter, so this is something, the same word sometime we can use as a pronoun also or adjective also, but the meaning of that word is totally changed with the uses in the sentences. Most indefinite pronouns are either singular or plural. However, some of them can be singular in the context and plural in another. Like all is forgiven, all have arrived. So here we can use the same word with a different context. And we can start the meeting because everybody has arrived. And John like coffee but not tea. I think both are good. So these are some words which can be used for singular and plural as well. So students, as we are on in this chapter, we had covered the 6 types of pronoun, and from your chapter number 4 there are some book exercise of pronoun which now you can solve easily because I have taught you the kinds of pronoun, and in PDF I will also send you the answer. But first you try to solve the book exercise yourself. Now more important thing, because these topics are related with your grammar also, as well as it is also given in your book exercise. So learn these topics again and again. Okay student, now what we are going to do, we'll do a small recall of the pronoun and the kinds of pronoun. Okay, so as everybody knows what is pronoun, it's just a word which we use in place of noun. When the noun is repeating again and again, so what we do, we start writing pronoun in place of noun. Now 6 types of pronoun: personal pronoun, demonstrative, reflexive, interrogative, relative, indefinite. So personal pronoun, as I told you, this is a chart of personal pronoun, and the main part of this chart is this. Here we have written the personal pronoun, then the examples of personal pronoun. Here are the examples. Then the second one is reflexive pronoun. In reflexive pronoun, what are the important words? Myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourself, yourself, themself. Yes. Now afterwards, demonstrative. In demonstrating, 3-4 words are very important. That is this, that, these, those. Basically in your book these words examples are given, but we have more demonstrative pronoun like the former, the later, the first, the last, the other, same, such, so. Afterwards, the fourth is interrogative pronoun, and the words are who, whom, what, which, whose. Who, whom, what, which, whose. Yes. Next is relative pronoun, and here in relative pronoun also words are same, but what is the difference? In the interrogative pronoun, generally we are asking the question. Here we are showing the, we are relating the one thing with the another, or we can say we are relating the subject with object. In that the sentence is starting with the question word, which is who, whom, whose, and here these words are in the middle, and there it is sentences ending with question mark, and here the sentences ending with the full stop. Next one is indefinite, and some words I have already told you. Another, everybody know one. These are some words of the indefinite pronoun. So total we have 6 kinds of pronoun, and learn these things. Write whatever you want to write in your rough notebook, and read this chapter again and again, and see the media again and again, and be ready for your exam. Sai Ram, students.